What's up, everybody? Brett here, and we are back today playing some more Legend of Keepers. So this is a game that we reviewed on the channel. I did several run-throughs. You guys seemed to like it back then, so I kind of stayed on top of it. I've kept it installed, and been kind of just waiting for more and more updates to make this game more worthwhile to continue playing. They've had some updates. They've done, I think it's what they would consider like an early access build. I still don't think the full game is out yet. However, I do have a save here. I have several saves, but I have this one with a level 7 boss character. And we're going to go ahead and load it up. The other two bosses, I think is what they are called, are not unlocked still. So, I don't know how much work is really left to do in this game. I went ahead and put some talent points. I got our training price of monsters reduced. And grants each monster in a garrison a 15% chance to get one additional motivation back after a dungeon. I barely remember what all that stuff means. But let's just jump on in and see what's up. The music sounds really loud to me. I have it down to almost nothing. But if it sounds loud to me, I have to imagine that it sounds also kind of loud to you guys. So like I said, I barely remember how to play. I know we've got blood, tears, and gold as our 3 resources. We can look at our employees, aka our monsters. So team management. Which one of your employees will be deployed? Okay. So this looks like a new system. I don't actually remember motivation as a mechanic. So -2, this must be motivation. So employees killed lose 2 motivation. If an employee's motivation drops to 0, they will go in burnout for 10 weeks. If your employees get 3 motivation back when they stay in a garrison during the defense of a dungeon. Okay. So it puts a little more impetus on try not to just let your guys die. Whereas before, you could kind of just do that. I don't even... Honestly, I don't know what the garrison is. Huh. Room 1, room 2. I don't know. Interesting. This is the strength of our boss character. Let's just go into an adventure and see what's up. I have some general idea what these changes mean. Holy crap. Yeah, that is super loud. Sorry if that blew any of your ears out. Okay. So, I think we're in room 1 right now, perhaps? And then room 2. Okay, I remember this guy being pretty good. We need to consider our opponents. So, we've got a priest... A priestess, rather. She's weak against nature, but strong versus ice. And we have to also consider what rows hit what. So she's very weak versus nature. So you want someone in the front line who's going to do some heavy... See, she also does air damage. Some heavy nature damage if we have that ability. So for instance, if we put this guy... Hold on, this is weird. If we put him back here, it's a little bit different. I think this means he'll attack the front row. As long as he's in the back, and he'll do like a incredible amount of damage to her. See, that guy's weak versus ice, strong versus ice. And then he does physical damage. So these characters that have armor, it's a little rough. Am I reading this wrong? We'll see. Gotta learn together. Put him in. Let's confirm. I gotta re-remember how to play, so hopefully you guys don't mind. I remember that trap being pretty good. And then our secondary room here. I remember when I stopped playing, I was pretty damn good at the game. Whether that's still the case remains to be seen. They've got a pretty big weakness versus fire overall. Okay. We get another poison room. Let's go for another poison dart. Something that does physical damage. Alright. Good luck, team. So we can poison dagger in the front. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So it does bonus damage and poisons her for several turns. We can also poison everyone else. Now she replaces a penalty with a bonus. Wow, got wrecked. So she turned that poison into an enrage. So keep in mind, guys, we don't really have to kill these guys. We just really want to kill them before they get to the boss. But now I also have to consider morale. So like these guys are dying, so are they getting weaker with morale? So they're going to heal up a little bit here, which is the ability of the elf in the back. They're going to take some bleed damage. Now they're going into this second fight very hurt, and I think we're going to be able to make some good plays here. We can Burning Whip her in the front, which I think we're going to do. We're not going to bother to attack morale here. Okay. Let's go Spectral Wave in the back. This hits all of them, but it only attacks morale. Alright, let's get rid of the healer. And I was hoping this guy would go first, but he's not very fast. And down they go. So that's honestly pretty easy. We're not going to get many tears because we're not going to be trying to scare them. But killing them, we're going to get a lot of blood. So each trap has a 10% chance to gain multi-action. That's pretty cool. Monsters deal 50% additional damage and morale when their motivation is full, or a crystal skull. 50% chance that monsters killed come back to life as a skeleton warrior. I like this a lot. I'm going to take it. So motivation has gone down a little bit. So I think what it wants us to do is kind of balance. Because you're much more likely to have guys that die whenever they're in the first room. So we could do something like this. I don't know what this garrison nonsense is. Maybe there's some sort of type of fight that only takes place there. So we can engineer here. Spend some gold to upgrade your active traps. That's cool. We can take an event, or we can upgrade our monsters. So one of the monsters that I really like to upgrade is the pig. But the Furbog is also quite strong once upgraded. He gets an additional attack and better stats. Can we afford to upgrade anyone else? We can upgrade this guy. I like to upgrade the big boys in the front. This makes this guy way stronger. Gives him a lot more HP. Let's go for the Jamer. I don't know. Who knows how to say those names? Okay, a business trip. We can send one of our guys away for a while and he'll come back with something. Fallen monsters have a 10% chance to lose one less motivation. Sure. We'll send him away. It's giving me a warning here, and I think it's because I don't have enough resources, so it's kindly letting me know you're not going to be able to do anything. Sadly, I don't have enough to hire this new mercenary, so we're just going to go ahead and go on the next adventure. Not going to lie, I'm still a tiny bit confused about the attacks here. Okay, that guy also resistant to ice. Very unfortunate. Maybe my placement doesn't matter in terms of their attacks. I think that's the case. I think I'm just kind of misunderstanding here. These are just its attacks that it can do. And Apprentice, I think, is a new character. She's got a huge weakness in terms of armor. But this group is very resistant to ice. Let's frontline him because he has big armor. Confirm that. Circular Saw, stack the bleed, stack the damage. Okay. They have a pretty big nature problem as well. We're going to put this group in. And then Poison Dart. Very good. So what's her ability? Okay, that hurt. So her abilities deal 12 ice damage to the monster with the lowest ice resistance at the start of each fight. And then she also used this fireball ability. Jumps once to the monster positioned behind the target if the target is killed. So if she had killed me, that would have been pretty bad. She has really high fire resistance, so this was probably not the best placement. But she has ice, and she doesn't really have icy weakness either. Target is not bleeding. Yeah, this does not feel like a great series of fights. I'm starting to remember how the how it functions in terms of who can attack what. So putting him there was bad because this guy is super, physical resistant with his armor. But that's great. Getting a kill on the first room is awesome. And she's going to be able to heal if she didn't already. No, it's still active. Okay, we can Burning Whip, Show No Mercy. Let's Burning Whip. So he's pretty weak. She's weak versus physical damage too. Stack that. So between the bleed and the poison, she's going to be taking a little bit of damage per turn. That hurt. See what this guy does. Yeah, he's just got to hit the big guy in the front. And I would hope to apply stunned here so he can't act. Yes. And let's take out the healer. Alright, so he's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to take all that passive damage. And then unless he's all of a sudden way faster than me, he's not going to be able to get out of here. Alright, and we were able to do that without these guys losing morale. This is a new one, a Naga. We could take gold, we could take the Skeleton Soldier, which is a monster we've had many times before. Its passive is very good. Monsters behind the Skeleton Soldiers take 25% less damage. It's very good. It makes him an awesome frontline dude. And then you've also got the Naga. Looking at their stats. It's very fast. It's weak versus physical attacks and nature attacks. 20 air damage and 10 morale. Jumps to the hero positioned by the target if the target's morale is above 50%. Okay. 10 ice damage and 30 morale. So it's kind of a dual morale hitter. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take the Skeleton Soldier. I don't know if we have any morale synergies. So those guys went down, but I have to imagine the winners back here went up. Would that not be accurate? Am I misunderstanding how it works? Okay, let's take him, put him here. No. Put this guy here, so at least if I need to, I can switch him out. In our garrison, we now have Misty. Oh, I think garrison is just your unusable units because they're off doing something else. That makes sense. Let's take a random event and see what happens. Thigh Supplier. I remember this. This guy just like gives you money. I'll take it and let's go ahead and plunder something as well. So we put some of our monsters at risk to try and have some good, some good outcome here. I would love to find an artifact. We gathered some gold. Feel free to read all that, guys. I've read all this stuff before. go ahead and train up. Get some levels on our boys. Training up your skeleton soldiers is awesome. They get extra HP, extra armor, and they also get another ability. So that's pretty worth it. We can train up this guy. Make him much tankier. Or we can go for like really beefing up the resistances of some of the guys we've already upgraded. I like this one a lot. Giving him a passive is pretty damn strong. Giving this guy an attack that can hit the front is pretty strong. Just train all our boys up. We can send another guy away on a business trip, but let's go ahead and plunder again. We were lucky last time. Alright, we just got a little bit of gold that time.
Ah, I almost forgot. The company owns several dungeons that need protecting. We only send teams when our specialists inform us that a group of adventurers are approaching. You will sometimes have the choice of several contracts. The more dangerous the heroes, the higher your bonus if you succeed. Thanks to the company's portal service, sending you to the other end of the...
The humor in this game is pretty good. I appreciate it. But we've done the tutorial many times. We've seen the humor. So this time they've got the barbarians still. We chose the harder dungeon because I think we can handle it. The Majahan. Resistant to air. Can't be affected by poison. That's good to know. And this guy makes it very hard to deal with morale. And she always dodges the first trap. So she's going to dodge the circular saw. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, just like last time, we need to remember that this guy in the front is very resistant to physical damage. They're all weak against ice, but sadly I don't have a lot of that. See how that works. Get our pig in the front. More poison. How are they against fire? Somewhat resistant. And Rallying Horn would be much better positioned. This guy can't be poisoned. That's worth considering. But we would like to get another trap or two. She's going to dodge this. A little bit of damage, a little bit of bleed. Would like to upgrade our traps also. So he just enraged them. So I could apply some Demoralize, do a little bit of damage to everyone. Or I can just try and go hard on this dude in the front. Apply some Frostbite. Which does some ice damage per turn. Alright, that hurt. Alright, do some damage to all of them and slow them down. Yeah. I was hoping we would survive that. We're not the strongest in that regard, but getting this kill, huge. It basically guarantees our success in this dungeon. Just go for maximum damage. I don't know. Yeah, and it hit him in the back too. That was cool. I don't know if I quite understand or like this morale system yet, but we'll see. Maybe there's some way to get rid of it or something that I haven't thought about yet. Burning Whip this guy in the front. He'll die to his burn. Wow, survived. Okay. She has literally 1 HP left. And crushed. Furnace is a really good trap. We're going to take that. That's the exact kind of trap I was hoping to get. An AoE damaging one. Okay. Well, let's pull him out. Put him in. Do they recover? Yes, they're recovering. It turned green. That's got to be like the sign of him getting that healed up. Let's put him in too. And we'll just deal with whatever we got to deal with in the next run. So he's got a very resilient morale. It's like because he's a tank, they're expecting him to die. Plus he's upgraded, so that's got to play a role too. Let's keep training. This is another great upgrade for him. A lot more resistant. Kind of just wanted to get bang for my buck. Let's get 2 upgrades instead of just 1. We can go to a workout here. Damn, we didn't have enough. So we needed gold plus blood to get extra life for our boss. Didn't work. Transmute blood, tears, or gold into another resource. No, let's just do an event. Okay, my rallying horn is broken. We'll just tinker and try and repair it. I don't have any gold. Sell monsters in garrison that are no longer useful to you. Nah, we'll just do another one of these. Some kind of ogre pretending to be a monster trainer offers you his services in exchange for some fresh blood. Okay, I'm not sure if he just gave me another one of these or if he just leveled him up. Because it was the same monster twice, so did he level him up twice? I don't remember if I had leveled him before. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, what do we got? A scholar. She looks like an upgraded version of the apprentice. Gives back 5% of all heroes' maximum morale. So she's another, like, anti-morale. So is this guy. So if we had an all-morale build, we'd be getting wrecked here. She is hyper-resilient to fire. But very weak versus physical damage. Okay. She's got a little bit of armor. Get our boy in the front. Let's see. We want to hit the center if we can. Ice is not going to be our best friend here. Put our 2 tanky ones, one in the front, one in the back. It's starting to all come to me. Poison dart in the front. If she's still alive, it'll probably kill her. If not, it'll apply poison to that guy. And then here. Alright, y'all. Wish me luck. Really want to upgrade my traps whenever I can. Alright, she does that damage right at the beginning. Now I can spread this around and demoralize them. She's very resilient to ice. Just spread the damage. They don't have a healer in this group. Okay, that hurt. Alright, we can impale here. Or we can hit the one in the front and apply some bleeding. Let's do this. We're spreading the damage around a good bit. So she changed one of those negatives that she had into a positive. See if we can land a stun. Nice. Alright, she's out of this. Keep up the hypothermia. Ow. Yeah, and he's going down. So we did decent damage. Happy to see that she's still stunned onto the next floor, but she converted it. Okay, but we should be able to whip her now. And she's gone. Okay, so it's going to be a 2v3. Not my strongest group, for sure. Yeah, let's go for the lady in the back. This is a tiny bit riskier. Take him out. Finish it. We know we had the kill on her. I passed it. Let's take the gargoyle. Get some more monsters so we can have a little bit of a backup to rotate some of our guys in and out. Like Gunark needs to go. His motivation is too low. Our boys here are good again. This looks okay. Let's put Mandible in to recover. We can also put Pig in. And let's go to this event. Your lab assistant is about to make some modifications to one of your traps. You know that he's always messing up and that the trap will be unusable. Fixing it will take 5 weeks. Forgive him. Business trip. We don't really have a lot of artifacts. We can send him away, and when he gets back, he'll have monsters have 20% chance to start each fight with a random bonus. I like that. You go ahead. A therapist. An employee morale review done by a specialist. I don't know what that does, so let's just do it just to learn. I don't want to spend any gold. Alright, let's go into another veteran dungeon. We're doing great, though. Anytime you don't have to have your boss engaged in the battle, you're doing okay. Let's actually start with the poison dart. Put some poison on her. She'll heal some of it. Okay, this is our group, though. It's the best we've got. This is a very ice-resistant group. Okay, she does air damage, so we want to put something like that. I think that's about as good as we're going to be able to manage. Get our boy in the front. She's weak versus air. We'll put in Misty. Let's just hope they don't get to the boss. Okay, so she's probably going to heal the damage she just took. That was a brutal first turn for them. She increased her resistances and wrecked me. Probably no way we survive. But she's bleeding now. Yeah, she's just gonna kill me. Damn, not a very productive start there. Her armor's pretty weak, even though she looks very armored. Okay. The physical damage from our skeleton warrior should be great as long as he doesn't die, I was about to say. Damn. I was really hoping to get that kill before they get to the boss. Otherwise, they're going to do a lot of damage to my boss. Nice, he came back as a skeleton. That's huge. That'll give us some physical damage. Unless he just doesn't even get a chance to attack. Damn. Okay. He came back as a skeleton too, but probably just not going to be able to attack. That is so unlucky. Now it's up to the boss. He can lose. He can afford to lose a little HP. Don't want to lose too much though. Jesus. Alright, let's whiplash. Let the bleeds kick in. We'll get a better idea of where we're really at. Because I can either use the AoE or the single target. Definitely get rid of the thug. And I think this turn we'll be able to get her with the whiplash. Alright, we took a little bit of damage. We can get some armor. We can get another trap. Or we can upgrade our whiplash, which is our primary source of damage. Kind of like just getting the armor. Okay, motivation's a little bit bad on some of our guys. Let's go to the trainer and get some more upgrades, though. Yeah, HP upgrades are always so good. Because you really just want to survive. When you got a bunch of characters that can't even survive, like the opening salvo, this is pretty good. This makes this guy super tanky. I'll take that. We'll go to the collectors. I can give them some of my blood for some gold, which I will do, and I'll go to this event. I'll refuse that. I don't think we need the motivation right now, especially because we've got all these guys who are back. Take another event. Yeah, you're fired, dude. And let's go into that veteran adventure, veteran dungeon. I wasn't paying attention, but I think our boss should have healed a little bit by now. Okay. Fire resistance very low for this team. Let's go there. Nature resistance. Decent. She does air damage. He's weak versus air. That's something I have to remember. I think this is the crew. This guy is weak. He does ice damage. Yeah, this looks like a good all-around team. Big physical in the front. They're very resilient to ice. I put that guy in. He's at full morale. If it gets to the point where we're going to lose that fight, I don't know if anything we do is going to prevent us from losing it. So if someone's got to die, I'd rather it be the newbie. Wow, they shuffled me around. Yep, I didn't see that skill. That's pretty horrible for us. That put all of our guys in positions we didn't want to be in. Damn, that... We had a good game plan going in, and then we got wrecked. Now we've got to use ice attacks on the ice guy. Man, they've got two healers stacked on top of each other. So, all that tells me is that I have to focus. I can't spread the damage around. AoE damage is the worst kind. Yeah, she has that one ability. Heals 50% of heroes' maximum life after a fight. So they're back up to full, basically. Cause some more bleeding. They've already used their, like, main skills. I think if we fire column here, she should be dead. To her burn and to her bleed. Damn, she survived, like, what, with 1 HP again? Alright, let's impale. Just give me another attack. Okay. Good chance to fireball in the back. We'll go for another impalement. Yeah, that passive heal was way too brutal. Let's just do the physical damage. They're gonna kill him easily and then go on to the boss. I just want their numbers as low as possible to give ourselves a chance of our Whiplash one-shotting her, though I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Reducing our elemental resistance is pretty rough. Yeah, this passive healing, this is a really tough duo. We weren't able to kill either one of them, and it probably all started when they nuked that one character in the first room. I think it was our fire guy. I was counting on him to do a lot of the damage, and he didn't do any. So they were able to kind of sustain through the first room without taking almost any damage or using any of their abilities. And now our boss is, you know, paying the price. Okay, we get an artifact here. Demons attack, regenerate life. We don't have a ton of demons. Let's go for the second tier of the Crystal Skull. And let's go and look at our morale. Yeah, it's pretty rough. At least it does. The game does give you some incentive now to have extra monsters. We can go into a merchant and see if we could buy someone. We could get a demon, a succubus, sure. This guy will come back 2 levels higher. I'll take it. Sure, we'll do that. The enemies are going to bleed now, essentially, for the rest of the dungeon. Okay, they broke my poison trap.
Stronger heroes are coming from faraway lands. In order to better combat this threat, we have increased the size of our...
Okay. So, do I have a third room now? It doesn't look like that's the case. I also don't have an extra person here, so I'm going to have to pull someone out. And I think it's going to be Furbog. Everyone else is a little bit messed up. So we could try and do a champion dungeon. And I think that's probably going to be where we leave off for today. We may actually lose. Who knows? A necromancer. That's new. So ice damage. Big ice damage in the back. Alright, Furnace is going down first for sure. She'll dodge it, as always. Brings a dead hero back to life as a skeleton warrior at the start of each turn. Would love to kill her first, but she's got 385 HP. Which is pretty insane. He can break his armor, and he can take hits because he's got his own armor. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Go for that. And this is really the best we can do. Weak versus ice. Put the ice guy in the back where he can hit him. I'm worried about the necromancer nuking him for 70 damage. Okay, they start with the bleed. Now they're going to get the burn. She's going to dodge it. And we can stack some poison, some frostbite. We'll see what we're able to do. This group doesn't have any heals, so it might be the way to go. Lots of AoE dot damage. Actually, this might just be too good to pass up. Let's take that hit. Alright, and we're going to sunder his armor. Keep stacking that poison. Okay, she dies. Will the necromancer make her come back? Or is it at the start? Yeah, it's the start of each turn. Okay, that hurt. But we got our skeleton warrior as well. Let's try and get lucky and land a stun. We did not. And I'm pretty sure that because of this, he's going to die next turn to his poison. Nice, he survived. That's all I needed him to do. Okay, awesome. Let's just try and hit her while we can. She'll die to the poison, surely. But just in case not. If she's dead, I don't want to give her a chance to resurrect this guy at the start of her turn. This is great. We took down this champion level dungeon with just our first group. That's awesome. I didn't expect that, honestly. Necromancer seems really strong, but they had no heals.
The board has decided to name you as company CEO. Congratulations.
I love that they added her into this game. So, yeah, I thought so. I thought the first time I played this that you only made it up to this part in the game, but it keeps going, it seems like. Huh. Is that really it? We're level 9 now, so if we wanted to load this up, we would get some more talents. Let's see. Well, while we're here, we might as well see what our rewards are. So, adds a skeleton dog to the starting monsters, and then replaces a goblin from the starting monsters with a vampire. Cool. Alright, well that's going to be it for me today, guys. I just wanted to show you all the new additions to the game. I know I was a little rusty, but hopefully that wasn't too big of a deal. And then when they finally do fully release the game, I'll be here to play it as well. And if you're interested in it, I don't have any idea what it costs now. I got it for like super cheap, so maybe it's still cheap. Go ahead and check Steam. But yeah, I'm Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, guys, I hope you're doing well. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.